Today is May 16th. Welcome on in to Daily Cards Live here on ClavesOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey. Rammer Cardinal off day today. They lose last night to the Angels in the finale of the three-game series. For all the issues the Cardinals have had so far this season, finishing off series, winning the last game in series, it's an odd issue that they continue to struggle with all season long.
I think it's a statistical anomaly. There's no reason for it. If there's some sort of weird clubhouse dynamic, hey, pack your clothes, we're going to the airport, like it's kids going to Disney World. I just think they're losing so many games that, how many games have they lost on a Wednesday? It's probably a similar amount. You know what I mean? So
I saw a stat the other day that the Marlins are like 11-0 on May 14th. Or no, they're 11-0 on the 44th game of the season. That's what it is. The last 11 years on the 44th game of the season, the Marlins have won. I don't even know where the hell you begin to find that stat. Like, I don't know if Brian Hoffman could find that stat on Baseball Reference. And
why would you even have that idea? How would it pop up?
Right. Just
crazy.
It's not a specific date. It was what game of the year that it was.
Mm-hmm.
And they somehow managed to have that. And this, what's weird too, is this isn't like the Tony La Russa days where they would win game 1, game 2. And then it was, all right, we're going to clear out the bench for game 3.
Yeah.
They're playing the starters every game. It's just that third game of the series has not been going well.
Yeah. Tony was famous for that on the a Thursday day game after a night game. That was his day to get the bench guys in there. And he always said it was a double whammy positively in that, giving guys at bats that they need, giving guys rests that they need. And if you win that game, it feels like a doubleheader win.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It feels like you stole one. You got your guys rested and it feels like you stole one. Only 2 runs last night for the Cardinals.
Pretty dull.
Now you have Lars Nootbaar. He's over 200 with his batting average. Paul Goldschmidt's over 200 with his batting average. It's still kind of sad that this is what we're celebrating at this point, 50 games into the year, that we're celebrating that guys are finally getting over 200 with their batting average.
It doesn't look as horrific. I'll be interested to see in the near term, 3 days, 2 series, 10 days, whatever. They really like Pages, and getting him and Herrera in the lineup at the same time against lefties, I think that'll be interesting to watch to see if that plays out at all.
The one guy that has jumped out at me as of late has been Alec Burleson. He is starting to get back to that spring training form. He really struggled to start the year. Seemed like he was benched for a bit and kind of moved down in the depth chart. And now he is kind of emerging right now, hitting 280. And in the last, just the last 2 games, 5 hits in those last 2 games in Anaheim. So he's been red hot.
Yeah. And you got to play guys. What you don't want to do is play guys to failure. If you can sort of have a feel for it, keep them in front with good matchups. But when a guy's red hot and the rest of your lineup is not very good, you've got to ride the hot hand. And it looks like they're trying to do that. And as more guys get healthy, it gives Ollie more legitimate options on a given day. Roderick's hitting, Ramsey's hitting. Who's then the best matchup? Can I get them both in the lineup instead of I got 8 guys not hitting?
Right.
Who am I going to play? Who am I going to sit? And what's the reasoning? So the options for Ollie are getting better.
The Cardinals will open up a 3-game series on Friday night against the Boston Red Sox. And one of the guy that we're going to face tomorrow night, and we'll talk more about this on tomorrow's show, Brian Bello, who Rammer, I remember you and I talked about on opening day. He was the Red Sox opening day starter, and we looked at him and said, "Who the hell is this guy?" And so far, 4-1 on the year, putting up very respectable numbers.
Yeah,
Red Sox rotation.
I haven't seen him throw. I've seen a couple of games, I guess, of the Red Sox, mostly highlights and numbers and that sort of thing. They're not a complete team at this point, but they can be very dangerous. And
yeah,
it'll be an interesting challenge starting tomorrow.
Brian Bello versus Kyle Gibson on Friday. Cutter Crawford versus Miles Michaelis on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Nick Pivetta against Matthew Libator. So the Red Sox will not have to face Sonny Gray this weekend. So a weekend of games without Sonny Gray pitching at Busch Stadium. That sucks as he's become appointment viewing.
Yeah, I don't want to overreact to one bad outing for Libator, but I wonder what it's going to take for the Cardinals to bring up a AAA player to take that spot, and not as punishment to Libator. I want to be clear about this, but because he was so successful as a long man left-handed in the bullpen. Unless you disagree, I think he was really good.
No, he was.
And put him in a position where he's successful and bring up a young arm. I'd like to see him do that. Now, he may turn around on Sunday and give you 8 innings, a shutout ball. I don't know. But curious to see how long they'll go with this.
Not sure what time we are going to be doing the show tomorrow, Rammer, or if it's when it's going to work. I know both of us have going on that we have not revealed to each other yet, but you believe that yours would trump what mine would be. What do you have going on your Friday, Rammer?
Well, certainly my new show on the Big 550 KTRS in St. Louis, I work 3 to 6, which means starting about 2 o'clock, I'm locked out of doing Daily Cards Live till 6. And as soon as that show's over, I have to drive to the Lake of the Ozarks to be at Ballparks National. So from 2 until about 9:30, I'm out.
Well, Rammer, tomorrow at 7:30 tomorrow morning, I am packing Hudson in the car, and we are driving up to Chicago to go to Wrigley Field for his first ever visit there to go watch Paul Skeens pitch in his second.
You win.
Yeah.
You just won. That is so cool. You know what? I am so envious that you and your son get to do that. It'll be a spectacular trip, man. That is really cool.
Yeah, I saw that he was pitching on Friday, and I'm like, you know what? You got 3 days left in school. What are they actually teaching you there these final few days? You're in 5th grade, whatever. I could pull this off to where we drive up and drive back in the same day. So that's what we are doing tomorrow. And he'll experience Wrigley Field for his first time and get to see Paul Skeens before his elbow explodes.
Maybe you'll see it explode.
I want to see that. I want to see it, a dominant outing that you look at and you go, wow, that's why that kid was picked up.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Levy Dunn
maybe tomorrow night is a late night post game.
That's fine with me. We can pull that off too. Yeah. We can do that after the Cardinals and Red Sox play. I believe Clabe said that Mike Matheny is his guest tomorrow night. It's going to be him and Chip Carey doing the show tomorrow night with Mike Matheny live at Lowe's. You
know, it's funny. Mike Matheny gets ripped a lot, and I think he would admit, and it'll be interesting. People will be able to listen to him tomorrow night. Was he really ready to manage a big league club? Obviously, a very smart baseball person. But was he quite ready for everything that came? You know, it's not just who's going to pitch out of the bullpen in the 7th. There are so many things that go to it, clubhouse atmosphere and relationships with players, dealing with the freaking media. Oh, we're awful.
You see, you're looking at the way that you're looking at the potential Mike Matheny tomorrow night. I look at it a different way with all of the catcher interferences that we have seen in baseball this past year. I would love to hear his thoughts on just catching the game and how much it's changed. Yeah, since he's been.
I'm not saying that's what it would or should be. Right. I'm giving an overview of what people think about Matheny. My point was not, was he good manager, bad manager, whatever. My point is a terrific guy, despite being bristly with the media often, and hearing him back on airwaves with somebody like Claves who will navigate and create great baseball conversation. I think it'll be one of those shows that's going to be really cool to listen to.
Well, we will come your way at some point tomorrow with daily cards. We'll figure it all out on the fly. Until then, just want to remind you that we are brought to you each and every day by Munganast St. Louis Acura and also Rammer Royal Banks.
Royal Banks of Missouri. Talk to our mortgage specialist, whether it's a mortgage, a home equity credit line, a refi. Royal Banks has the people to help you get through the process and get you the best product to help you reach your financial goals. 314-212-1500 or go online to royalbanksofmo.com. Royal Banks, where better service means better banking. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
He's Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. Talk to you tomorrow right here on Daily Cards Live.
Lars Nootbaar, break out the tape measure. Lars Nootbaar, my goodness.
I'm a superpower. Yeah. Stand tall. Yeah. Great strength from within me.